Welcome to my Board Commander review. Now I'm going to keep this review relatively short because if you've read my email, then you'll know that the training is essentially the same as a product which was released, I think it was last month, and the product was called Pulley and it was by Stefan Ciancio, and this product is also by Stefan Ciancio. Now there is a very good reason why I'm talking about this product today, even though I recommended Pulley last month. So Pulley is the training, and I'll be honest with you, if you buy Board Commander on Sunday, then the training is pretty much the same. It's the same because it's a system that actually works. Now the problem with Pulley wasn't anything to do with the training. The training was good. It worked, it drove traffic, and it built a following, and it did it relatively quickly. But the issue there was you had to do everything manually, or you had to follow Stefan's advice and pay for a third-party software to automate the whole process. Now, of course, not everybody can afford to pay a monthly subscription for a piece of software. You know, perhaps they think it's a great idea and they sign up for it 1 month, and then, you know, they can't afford it the next month. So everything, all of their hard work is gone. So for a lot of people, you know, they start to do it manually. Doing all this stuff manually is time consuming. There's no getting away from it. You have to follow people, you have to unfollow people, you have to build that following in order to get traffic. Now if you did this and if you concentrated on it, then you could build out a following and traffic in any niche inside a week. But again, it's time consuming, hence a recommendation to grab that software. But now what Stefan's done is he's come up with his very own solution. Now his solution in this case is teaming up with Brett and Mike. So that's Brett Ritecki and Mike Thomas. You might know him as Mike from Maine. Now these guys are very well respected in this industry, and Stefan's teamed up with them in order to put this software together and in front of you. So if you already have that training, if you already have Pulley, you know, you might be thinking, you know, I've already got that training, but you're not going to need to purchase any third-party software because this does exactly the same as that recommended software. In fact, it does an awful lot more, and you'll only pay once for it. So again, the training is pretty much the same as Pulley, but you get the software as well. So let me take you through the software. Now, I will be honest with you, I've only just got access to this. I've not set it up myself, not as yet, but I'm just going to show you around anyway. You can see this is the dash. So it'll give you all of the metrics as you start to set things up. So they'll all appear here and so forth. Campaigns, so campaign list, add a new campaign, etc. So you can see all very easy to use. Follow tool. So what you can do here is you can set up the follow tool to follow people in specific niches, for example, and hopefully they'll follow you back. And you can build a great following by doing this. But what you can do is you can set up the unfollow tool. So let's assume that you get a bunch, or you follow a bunch of people, and say 1 or 2 of those don't follow you back. Then what you can do is you can set this to say, you know, if in 2 days person 1 doesn't follow me, then I can unfollow that person. And that makes it far more natural in the eyes of Pinterest. So you can do that. So essentially you can set up the whole thing to build a following and traffic on autopilot. The software does it all for you. Again, this is pretty much the same as that recommended software, but obviously you'll only pay once for it. Find group boards. So Pinterest, as I'm sure you know, is perfect for any niche. It's especially great for niche marketing. This is probably the reason I'm, you know, quite passionate about this particular method. But you can see here group boards. So you can look for boards which relate to your niche, and it can be absolutely anything. You can see there's a ton here. If I just scroll over here, you can see there's, well, I think there's over 191 different categories. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Or you can just drop in your niche phrase here and filter by that phrase. So you'll be able to find a ton of boards which relate to your niche or absolutely any niche. And then you can start pinning or repinning any of the pins from any of these boards onto your own. So you don't actually have to come up with your own content. You can just repin other people's. And then manage. Okay, so Pinterest accounts, if I click here, you can see that you can add your Pinterest accounts here. Now, don't quote me on this, but I think you can add as many as you like. So let's assume that you were in several different niches. You wouldn't have one board, you'd have, one account. You'd have several Pinterest accounts. And again, this is completely legal, completely ethical, nothing wrong with it. You can do that, and if you follow Stefan's training, he'll show you how to do that. So you would set up specific accounts for specific niches. You would have one main board, and then you would have subboards. So let's assume that you were in latest fashion. So maybe you had one board which was latest fashion in general, and then perhaps one of your silo boards or one of your subboards was latest hairstyles, latest shoes, latest handbags, that kind of thing. You can see it kind of silos down. What you do is you repin other people's content from related boards, say latest hairstyles, for example, into one of your subboards, and you do that for several subboards. And then you share pins across to your main board. Okay, so the main board is a makeup or a combination of pins and posts from all of your subboards. It sounds complicated, but it's really, really easy stuff, believe me. And this software, once you've got everything integrated, so once you put your Pinterest accounts in here, this software will do all of that for you. Okay, so once you've set everything up, there's very, very little to actually do yourself. And like I say, I'm pretty sure you can add as many as you like. But again, don't quote me on that. Reports, obviously self-explanatory. You can keep checking your history, board performance, follower growth. So, it's all self-explanatory. You can see what that means. But once you start using the software, obviously all your stats will be collected inside of this software and viewable, and tutorials. So the software itself comes with a bunch of tutorial videos, very detailed. I've actually been through all of them. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the first 6 relate to the front end, but I found this one, I watched it, and then I looked and I realized that the actual graphics and pin gallery and the editor doesn't exist on the front end. So please be aware of that. Even though this video is here, you're not going to get this in the front end product. So this, I would imagine, is an upsell. So you're going to have to pay extra for this. And what this is a graphic editor. It's a bunch of graphics. So if you did want to put your own pins inside of any of your boards, you can do that quickly and easily with this tool. So again, it comes with a bunch of images in all different niches. It allows you to edit them, and it allows you to post them. So if you are interested in this, please be aware it's not going to be with the front end product. And that's pretty much it. So you get the software, you get the training. This is something that actually works, something that you can do even if you don't have any experience, if you don't have any money. None of that will be a barrier, because Pinterest is one of those places that's very, very popular. You can drive traffic just by repinning and building a following, and this software takes care of all of that for you. And on top of this software, if you don't already have the training, perhaps you purchase Pulley and you have the training, but if you don't, then you get all of that training with this product as well. Now you can use this in any niche. It doesn't have to be niche markets. It doesn't have to be, say, the health niche or latest fashion or anything at all. It doesn't really matter. You can pick a niche, you can use this tool, and you can drive traffic. It's as simple as that. You won't have to worry about Facebook or buying ads or using YouTube or any of that. Just repin other people's pins to your subboards, and then repin from your subboards to your main board. Essentially, it's like siloing but instead of using your own blog, it's siloing Pinterest boards. Hope that makes sense. But again, it does work. It's really easy. If you do it manually, it's time consuming. If you use this software, then it's very, very hands-off and very, very fast. Now, if you are interested in this product and you would like to purchase through me, well, I hope you will purchase through me, then obviously I'd like to offer you a number of high value bonuses. Now, the reason these are high value is because they're my own products, they're real products, and they're niche related. So watch the rest of this video now. Now let's talk about the bonuses. Now, I've put a bunch of bonuses together for this particular product because I find that they're very, very relevant. So all of these products, all of these bonuses are real. So they're my products which I've sold. This one in particular you cannot buy at the moment. Now, I will be honest with you, it's getting on a little bit, but the core element is still very, very relevant. It works, and it was the basis for my niche marketing business, which made me an awful lot of money. Now, not everything is completely up to date, I will be honest with you, but the core element, as I say, is perfectly sound. It still works. It allowed me to make $124,000 in the space of 6 months from one niche. So you'll get access to pretty much all of it. Well, not quite all. What I'll show you is you'll get module 1, so 3 lessons, module 2, 4 lessons, module 3, 8 lessons, module 4, 2 lessons. So you'll get module 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this is PDF, video, cheat sheets, CSVs, pretty much everything you need to break into niche marketing. Now this works perfectly with the Pinterest method because Pinterest is perfect for niche marketing. So whether or not you've looked at niche marketing before, if you were undecided, you didn't quite know where to go with it, this training platform will give you the insight. It'll give you everything you need. Okay, so you'll get this. You'll also get this one here. So this is weird niche marketing and content. Again, I find that this is a perfect add-on for Board Commander because, as well as teaching you a certain method, a core method for building out core niche sites, what I've done here is I've included a ton of content. Now this is perfect for adding to your pins. So you can just take any of this content, any of this core method, and use it within your pins. Okay, so you'll get that as well. And lastly, you get instant profit silos. Now this has remained one of my best-selling courses. You can see it's still on sale here, and it would cost you $23.04 if you wanted to buy it today. And although this isn't specifically related to Pinterest, it's more to do with driving traffic through very cheap Bing ads. It works really well with the system. So once you've got your Pinterest method set up and the software is building you followers and traffic, if you wanted to find another way of sending traffic to either your boards, to your offers, to your affiliate links, anything like that, you can use this particular method as well. You may not want to use this right now, but it's something that remains relevant. It constantly works. So it's something that you may want to use in the future perhaps. It's something that works, and it's something that works perfectly in niche marketing. As I say, all of these methods, all of these bonuses are designed to complement the niche marketing principle, what you're going to be doing with the Pinterest boards, and they're all real products with real value. So you can see that this one, again, it will cost you just over $23. The other one, Niche Synergy, you can't buy now. If you could, it would cost you $67, and the Weird Niche Marketing and Core is going to cost you just under $30. Okay, so you're going to get all three just for purchasing Board Commander through my link.